Hello everyone, Sheek here with another Transformers review, and today I'll be reviewing the Studio Series 86 Transformers the movie, Dinobot, Slug, and Daniel Witwicky. I do believe this is supposed to be Slag, I think was his original name. I think they changed his name for whatever reason, I'm not exactly sure, maybe copyright reasons. On the front we have some lovely artwork of Daniel writing Slug or Slag, and you can even see his face through the bubble, which you cannot on there. It's just solid white plastic. And that's about it for the front. We have Slug, and we have same artwork on the side. Big screen inspired, mockery of justice, 32 steps, lovely dinosaur mode, and that's the same artwork on this side, barcode and words, and that's about it for the packaging. So here we have Slug and Daniel out of the packaging, and of course, same backdrop as Grimlock, if I remember right. Daniel, as you can see, he can't even stand right. Like, the closest thing I can get him to standing is a squat. Looks like he's well, doing something that he probably shouldn't do in front of the Dinobots. I don't know. That just doesn't look very good. As you can see, he is just an egghead. No clear dome with like his face inside, or even a vaguely human head inside. Just a dome, an egg. That's it. And almost no articulation. Just ball joint elbows, ball joint legs up here, but no knee joints. I mean, if he just had even just the knee joint, that would make it so much better, because at the very least, you could make him stand up, but no. He has the same problems as Wheelie. No, not really any articulation. At least Wheelie had a face. He has no face. He's just an egghead. So I'm definitely probably going to, at some point, get the core class version of Daniel or Spike or whoever it is that they have as a human in the core class in this exosuit. I mean, why? Like, why bother with it? Pretty much, I feel like you may as well just go in the garbage. Of course, I'll show him off riding Slug or Slag. Anyway, going back to Slag or Slug. Let's just say Slug, because that's what they call him. Anyway, here is his gun, done in dark gray. Most of it painted this light, somewhat metallic gray. Not sure why they didn't just mold it in this color rather than this color and then paint it, but that's their choice. Not too terrible looking, and you can plug that into his hand, and he can hold it, and he can pew 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 pew, rather than just doing what most Dinobots would probably do and just turning into dinosaur mode and just absolutely destroying everything in their path just by stomping through it, which makes more sense, because I mean, they're the Dinobots. That's kind of what they're known for. Let's take a look at his noggin. Not much going on there as far as color is concerned, just solid red with silver blue eyes. A little hard to see with this lighting, but when it's like this, you can better see the blue, metallic blue. Pretty nice detail for his mouth as far as like the lines and stuff. As far as like head articulation, I kind of have to move this out of the way just to reach in here. But it is on a ball joint, does a full 360. You can look down that far, up about that far, but that's also moving up the base for his head. Can do a little bit, yeah, a decent amount of side to side, wiggly waggly. I guess just an inquisitive angle, I guess. That's about what he's capable of. And just put that back down. Here we have Autobot emblem, silver chest, dinosaur leg right here. Do a full 360. Out that far, has bicep swivel, a little over 90 degree bend at the elbow, does have wrist rotation, does have waist swivel, legs can go forward that far on nice ratchets. The arms are not really on ratchets. I mean, it looks like it's supposed to have a soft ratchet, but don't feel it at all. The shoulder does have ratchets. Anyway, goes that forward that far, goes back about that far before his tail and all that gets in the way. Thigh swivel, has the green, red, and blue and creamy white as most of the Dinobots have. And then metallic silvery gray for the legs with a nice bronze color for the, or brass color for the feet or toes. And he does have ankle tiltage, which is held in by a tab, and other than that, it feels a little loose. Not super loose, but a little looser. And that's about it for articulation, at least in a robot mode. And let's go ahead and get him into his Dinobot mode. Okay, to go ahead and get him transformed from robot mode into Dino mode, let's see. Let's go ahead and start off with his hands. You rotate them around 180 degrees, flip in, 180 degrees, flip in, and then, let's see. Then you want to lift his tail up and out of the way, rotate his hips 180 degrees, and that does kind of tend to keep getting in the way. Then you want to ankle tilt. Do the ankle tilt. Come on. There we are. Untab that. Flip this up. Rotate out his dino leg. Clip back down. Clip back down. Flip up. Do out. Flip out. Close up. Close up. And now we have a gap for his legs to pretty much just collapse in like that. Up like that. And as you can see, there's little tabs right there that go into there. Just line everything up. Kind of, and then these right here go in to the bottom of there. And then you also want to get these tabs lined up right there, but let's forget about that for right now and move on to the front or top, whatever. Pull this down right here, push his head down, pull his mouth up like that, and then yeah, you want to make sure that these are down. Then you, on this double hinge, you just want to slide it in like that. Then on the other side, do the same thing. Slide it in. Yeah, come on. Slide. Okay, there we are. Just get all lined up. Close this back up. Rotate up. Rotate up. And then you can open up his mouth and all that. But we'll look at that more later. Just straighten out his legs, which are, well, arms/legs. Okay, come on. There we are. Stay up. And then just want to go ahead and get this tail part lined up. It can be a little tricky to do this, but just get it. Oh, and you also want to get this flush like that. And it should there we are. Line up and clip, and it should be flush like that. Flush like that. Press down up there. And make sure that these are lined up, which they are. And we're pretty much there. You can go ahead and collapse these down. They just click into place by this tabbing into there. Or that tab, well, you know, those coming together. And you should hear it snap into place. And that's pretty much it. The last thing to do is rotate out these dino legs, like so. Dino leg, like so. And there we have him in his Triceratops mode, with the exception of the tip of his tail, which is formed by putting his gun into storage. And as you can see, this base of the bottom part of his gun, like a grip, becomes part of the spines running down his back, which is pretty cool. And he has a nice tip to his tail. And that's him in his Triceratops mode. And he does look mighty fine in his Triceratops mode. He has red Autobot emblem on his forehead. Has a brass I'm pretty sure it's brass colored paint or plastic for his head with metallic blue for his eyes, just like in robot mode. And he does have a mouth that opens up with a peg where you can do breathing fire. I don't currently have any red effects, but I do have some blue flame that he can breathe out. And you can do other blast effects too if you want, if it fits. The big one doesn't fit, but you could also do this one. Yeah, but the stream of fire, I guess, looks the best, at least from the ones I have. Yep. And you can make him talk, like, I think there's a scene in the movie where he's like, "Excuse me," when when the Dinobots crashed the door on the Insecticons and they were walking over them. Yeah, but like I said, that's about it for Triceratops mode. I guess I can go ahead and show off the articulation other than his mouth. I mean, the legs are on full 360, just like his arms. Pretty much arm articulation is what he has for his leg articulation. Although it only bends forward, it doesn't bend backwards, which isn't too. I mean, it's not the end of the world because I mean, usually when you have a dinosaur out, you're not going to be worrying about bending all four legs. These can do a full 360 if you bend them and all that. Due to the is sliding in for transformation, you do get quite a bit of articulation there. So the back legs are pretty articulate. Of course, they're not on ball joints, they're just on sliders, so you can't splay his legs out at all. So they're just like this. But it's absolutely adorable and cool. I think he makes a better dinosaur than he does a robot. I guess I wouldn't say the same goes for Grimlock, because Grimlock looks really awesome in his robot mode too. But they both do look really amazing in their dino modes. And the only downside is that the inside of his horns have gaps. But other than that, he just looks so amazing. He holds together really well, better than he does in his robot mode. And then Daniel. Oh, Daniel, oh, Daniel, oh, Daniel. They did you so dirty. They don't even give you legs that properly bend. And they don't even make the peg holes big enough for you to even ride Slug. Like, it just, the peg is either too big or the hole is too small. Either way, it's not working, and I don't care enough about having Daniel riding him to do that. And besides, if I really want to, I can just have him sitting there, because it's not like I'm going to go, yeehaw, and then have him, just fly off where I need to have him pegged in. So, yeah, that's about it for Transformers Studio Series 86 Slug and Daniel. And if you like this review and like to see more, please click that like and subscribe button to see more. And until next time, have a good one, everyone. Alright, this is a comparison I felt like I really need to do, because, what good is the Dinobots if you can't have at least the ones you have already together in a group? Because, what good is Slag without his leader or king, Grimlock? As you can see, they both stay pretty well together, and they both look absolutely stunning in their dinosaur modes. I feel like I said, Grimlock's robot mode looks really good. It looks good. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I feel like they shine the best in their dinosaur modes.